This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Hi guys, I'm here with a new video. It's a new series I'm going to start. It's still cosplay related, but it's a different type of cosplay related. It's more of a conversation about different ongoings in the community or about cosplay. And I'm going to call it something really lame. Dis-COS-sion. Like discussion but with cosplay in the middle. And it's super lame, but that's all I got. I'm not good at making names. So this first one is going to be about why commissions are so expensive, because I guess there's still a lot of people who don't realize why commissions are expensive or that they're going to be expensive, and I'm here to kind of break it down for you. So the first thing to keep in mind, you are paying an individual, not a factory, and this typically means that it is going to be higher quality and more expensive than some Chinese made good. So now I'm going to actually break down what exactly you're paying for. So first off, as you could have guessed, you are paying for all of the materials that will be used when making your costume. This means fabric, this means EVA foam, this means Warbler, this means the glue, the primer, the paint. Most commissioners don't get their materials from wholesale places, or if they do, it's the wholesales that you find on like Amazon and eBay, and even then the price is still bumped up. They don't get it direct from the factories like other factories do. They also tend to choose better materials. A lot of factory-made costumes and just mass-produced costumes are made out of very cheap material, and it's typically really shiny like that sucky satin. A commissioner, I can guarantee you, will not be using cheap, shiny, fake satin material. They will be using good quality material that actually fits the character, the time period, what they do and are wearing that costume for. At least, I hope they are. A lot of the times, a commissioner will break down the cost of materials so you can see exactly what you're paying for and where your money is going. If they don't just automatically provide that for you, you can always ask, and usually they'll agree to show you. I think this one also gets overlooked a lot, and that is that you are also paying for the tools that they're using. Like, yeah, they might already own a sewing machine and a heat gun and a Dremel, but it costs something to get that in the first place. And constantly using those things does cause some wear and tear. So you are paying for the use of electricity to power certain tools, parts that may be used up or need replacing, such as sewing needles and Dremel heads, and even the gas that it takes to drive to the store and get any and all materials that will be used for your costumes. You are paying for every little bit to make this costume. So all these things may seem small and only like they would cost a couple bucks here and there, but it does add up. And lastly, of course, you are paying for labor. You are paying someone per hour to create your costume. And typically, at least they should, charge minimum wage per hour, the minimum wage in their area. And if they live someplace like where I do, in San Francisco, minimum wage is already going to be 14 bucks per hour. Although, a lot are going to charge a lot more than that per hour, and for good reason. You don't see a doctor who has had all this schooling and training charging minimum wage for their services either. And they deserve it because they've had all this training and all this experience. That's exactly what these commissioners are also charging you for, all of their training and all of their experience. So typically, the price of a commissioner will up if they have had professional training, if they are a popular commissioner, if they have worked in the industry, such as with theater or the movie industry, if they have taken any classes or extra training courses to learn how to sew and create props and products and stuff. I've seen good commissioners only charge about $25 per hour, and they still state that is undervaluing their work, but they can get away with it because they still make enough to live off of. And that's what you have to remember. These people are typically living off of their income from commissions, so they have to be paid a living wage. So that is why commissions cost so much. You're not just paying for the materials, and you're not just paying for their time. You're paying for their skills and experience as well. You're having something customized and tailored specifically to you, something a wholesale site selling costumes can't always offer, or if they do, they typically still just pick whatever's closest in size to your measurement. They're like, these are their specific measurements, yeah, give them a medium, let's just go with that. Now, I'm not saying wholesale costumes are bad or that you shouldn't buy them, because they are affordable, they are cheap, and they are easy to access. So if that is what you are looking for, then you should definitely get it. So the reason why I talked about this is because there's a lot of shame that commissioners get for charging as much as they do. There's a lot of people that understand it, but there's also a lot that look at them and be like, well, you don't deserve to make this much or charge this much. You're not that good. But if they think they are and people are paying for it, obviously your opinion there is wrong. But if you're looking for a commission, be realistic with your budget. A lot of the times commissioners themselves know it's super expensive and will offer payment plans, so that's an option for you. If you give yourself enough time before your deadline, you can have a payment plan and slowly pay off this amazing costume they're going to make for you. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful and better understand how commissions work from the commissioner's point of view and why they can really get up there in price. If you don't like that this is the way commissioners work, or that they charge as much as they should, well then, you know, like I said, find a wholesale costume or start trying to make your own. And just don't give commissioners a hard time about it though, because they deserve to value themselves and their time. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. If they don't just focus. Okay, there we go. Got it. So that is why commissions cost